89.7 FM.
It's 1 o'clock, time for the Joy Business Report. Coming up this afternoon, Chamber of Petroleum Consumers COPEC predicts prices of fuel will remain unchanged at the pumps for the first pricing window of October. Also, International Monetary Fund reiterates its optimism. The official creditor committee and government will find an agreement soon on the external debt restructuring. And former president of Ghana Association of Banks, Hassan Andani, insists restoration of investor confidence may take a while despite the country securing an IMF program. Thanks for choosing us. I am Beverly Broom. The details now. The International Monetary Fund has reiterated that it is hopeful the official creditor committee and the Ghanaian government will find an agreement soon on the external debt restructuring. More than half of the country's $52.3 billion debt are owed to external creditors, and therefore a significant haircut is crucial to reduce the debt. Speaking at a press conference, Director of Communications at the IMF, Julie Kozak, said it is good for the government to finalize the restructuring of its domestic debt.
Ghana's program has three key objectives, restoring macroeconomic stability, ensuring debt sustainability, and laying the foundations for higher and more inclusive growth. And the program includes wide-ranging reforms to build resilience while protecting the most vulnerable. The next steps on debt restructuring are for the official creditor committee to agree with the authorities on the specific modalities of debt relief, and for the authorities to continue to engage with their external private creditors for relief on their external debt. These discussions are ongoing, and we hope that the OCC, the official creditor committee, and the Ghanaian authorities will find an agreement soon.
Now, Julie Kozak also said the IMF mission in Ghana will present the review of the country to the executive board in November this year. Now, a former president of the Ghana Association of Banks, now Dr. Hassan Andani, has maintained that restoration of investor confidence may take a while despite the country securing an IMF program. It is the expectation of some analysts that Ghana will attract investors just as Zambia did after the IMF program. But now Dr. Andani argued that more fiscal reforms need to be quickly implemented to help turn things around for the country.
So those institutional reforms, that discipline to actually execute policy, how are people going to take it? So, yeah, the problem is deeper. It's a lot more institutional reform, a lot more confidence. And so that kind of massive direct investments that we probably are expecting, we have to moderate it and probably start to craft investment programs that are large enough, impactful enough, that can stand on its own in terms of global exchange. But yeah, I'm not sure where after the IMF we expect those funds to suddenly flow in.
Former president of the Ghana Association of Banks, now Dr. Hassan Andani there. Now moving on, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers has disclosed that its interaction with oil marketing companies have showed that fuel prices will remain unchanged at the pumps for the first pricing window of October. According to the Chamber, even though there will be a 1% increase, most oil marketing companies have decided not to pass on the cost to consumers due to competition. Duncan Amoa is Executive Secretary of COPEC.
Well, for the first window in the month of October, the anticipation is that pump prices could generally remain unchanged. Although if you do the numbers, there's some 1% adjustment that could have been added. Speaking to a lot of the oil marketing companies, you get the indication that most of them are generally likely to maintain prices at the current levels you find them, not because they don't acknowledge that prices could have gone up, but I'm sure the market competition will.
Now, senior lecturer at the University of Cape Coast, Seyram Kawo, has urged the Bank of Ghana to ensure banks abide by the sustainable banking practices to ensure reduction of bad loans. Speaking on Joy Business Social, Mr. Kawo applauded the central bank for its effort, but was quick to employ the central bank to ensure proper corporate governance and due diligence in loan administrations.
Some people who come for the loans do not go through the process. They know somebody who knows somebody. Hence, the Bank of Ghana introducing the sustainable financing. That is what we call the green financing, where sustainability of the businesses that are coming in, the reports from environmental protection agencies and other corporate bodies are also coming in to ensure that the loans that you get, you are able to produce.
Now, Vodafone Ghana is far advanced with the rollout of its 4G Plus network across the country. This is a connectivity expected to benefit many small businesses with the need for voice and internet communication. Speaking to Joy Business at the sidelines of the Vodafone Business Runway, which is part of the SME Month, Chief Executive for Vodafone, Patricia Obonai, assured that Vodafone is positioning the 4G Plus to support business growth.
And so we've started a national rollout. So where we have 4G today, we've upgraded them to 4G Plus, and it's going to be a national rollout. So we've covered over 200 communities already, and we are moving. So most SMEs will not be able to afford that huge communication setup in their business. Even if he buys a MiFi, a 4G MiFi, 4G router, today he would have faster speed than he used to have, which means that he can power a small wireless setup in his office, and he and his 10-member team can use it. So it really changes the way they do business. People are working from home, they have remote setups, and it's important that they have the right connectivity.
You heard the Chief Executive for Vodafone, Patricia Obonai. Now, the United Nations Resident Coordinator in Ghana, Charles Sabani, has stated that Ghana needs a strategy in its green economy drive for development. He explained that green economy is centered on strong private sector participation. According to him, the practice of sustainable development through the support of public and private investment is key to create infrastructure that fosters social and environmental sustainability. Mr. Abani was speaking at the Fidelity Bank Sustainability Conference.
Ensuring that we leave no one behind. Across the spectrum of global challenges, we need the private sector's resourcefulness and cooperation to advance these common objectives of peace and sustainable development. The UN remains a key strategic partner and considers development finance institutions as one of the main partners to support the acceleration that we need.
You heard that Charles Sabani, he is the United Nations Resident Coordinator in Ghana. Now, the Center for Regional Integration in Africa has made a strong case for a strategic capacity building for small and medium-scale enterprises to support intra-trade activities on the continent. According to the Executive Director, Professor Le Lohonolo Tolo, Africa must be deliberate in supporting the SME space through proper regulatory framework. She was speaking at an SME conference.
Why is it that we don't trade? I think we don't have to go into that so much. Some of the issues are that we lack awareness. Most of the things he said, I think, created some kind of awareness in us to say, okay, there's an opportunity somewhere here. That awareness alone, to say, I do have the right to call someone and get information to help me expand my small business.
Now, actor and CEO of Play Club Ghana, Mauli Gavo, is calling on the government to simplify the processes for young entrepreneurs looking to establish businesses in the country. Speaking in a yet-to-be-aired episode of Joy Prime's Celeb Biz, hosted by Amele Josu, Mauli Gavo stressed the challenging business landscape due to currency exchange rates fluctuation and extortion from other local authorities.
Ghana isn't very, we don't provide the kind of fertile ground that you would need to sort of come in and flourish as a business, especially as young business owners who are just trying to make it. It's not like I have unlimited money or anything. Ghana is not that hospitable in that way. However, if you can find a way to persevere through those obstacles, then the business opportunities are immense and they're
Now, on the journal today, we take a visit to an entrepreneur, Prince Minta, taking advantage of post-harvest losses to make business out of mushroom juice. He is therefore asking for some support so they could process more mushrooms for the Ghanaian market and also expand to serve the continental free trade area. Love FM's Mona Lisa Frimpo engages Prince and other farmers who say value addition of mushroom will make the produce a gold mine for the agricultural sector.
Juliana Amwako's mushroom farm sits in her living room. Having started mushroom farming in 2018, she won the 2019 Best Farmer in the Oforikrom municipality in the Ashanti region.
I have put up sheds in my spacious living room. That is where I wake up at dawn to nurse the crops.
Inside a dynasty. By sunset at a phone doors no back and tell my home maternity may be alcohol.
But ineffective processing and short-term storage techniques have flared up post-harvest losses. Growers and processors record little remuneration as a result.
So we need to fresh and say what to fresh a jumma ebe fakoton na only grandma.
You cannot rely on the sale of the fresh produce. What if we enter the rainy season? The retailers fail to come. We use a solar dryer to dry the fresh mushrooms before we process it into other foods.
To prevent wastage when the crop is in season, Nana Minta Farms extracts juices from the mushroom, adds other ingredients, and makes it into fruit juices. Prince Minta is Chief Executive Officer.
After cultivating mushrooms for years, I realized when the mushrooms are in season, we record much spoilage. We decided to extract the juice from it and process it into fruit juice.
On the other hand,
and that's how we end the Joy Business Report, brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Please follow us on all our social media pages, including LinkedIn. The EcoBank salary account is a special account designed for workers of all income brackets desirous of receiving their salaries through EcoBank. With the EcoBank salary account, you are guaranteed all the benefits of a normal savings or current account, plus many more. EcoBank salary account gives workers free life insurance cover of up to 10,000 Ghana Cedi, 24/7 access to cash and e-banking services, internet and mobile banking services, high interest on savings, no minimum balance, and the ability to save through the EcoBank Save As You Spend, a unique feature that helps customers to save and invest. Remember, the insurance policy covers death, permanent or temporary disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and more. Savings or current account holders at EcoBank do not have to close their existing account to enjoy the numerous benefits of the EcoBank salary account. Just ask your branch to switch your existing account to the EcoBank salary account. Non-EcoBank account holders should approach any EcoBank branch and ask for the EcoBank salary account. Switch your salary account today and enjoy amazing benefits at EcoBank. Call EcoBank toll-free on 0800 003 225 wherever for further details. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. I am Beverly Broom. Thanks so much for your time. Game Plan is next. Please do enjoy.